with you?
No, not when we came home, no.
Was there anybody else swimming with you? People I think had questions about
Wanted to go with because he didn't want to be around his grandmother because, as he would call it, she's a I'm sorry, that's what he said. And I said, okay, well, I gotta go pick up Mom from the hospital.
In this video, I want to deal with some of the events that took place on the day Summer went missing, and point out some indiscrepancies in Hunter's and Candus's recollections of that day. In Candus's first interview, she didn't mention that she visited Hunter's house at all. It was completely left out. When Hunter came out and mentioned it, then she corroborated that fact in her latest interview with The Interview Room. However, I believe that she is still leaving out a few facts regarding that visit. Both Hunter and Candus agree that Hunter made a phone call to Candus, asking her to come over. I believe that it was Candus that initiated the conversation, by sending Hunter a text message. I don't believe that Hunter has any reason to lie about receiving a text from Candus that day. It could be innocent and she just wanted to say hello, but why does she not mention that? Does she not want to look like she is initiating contact with a 15-year-old boy? Hunter knows that TBI has his phone, so he can prove that the text was sent to him. Furthermore, Candus has a pattern of leaving things out, until someone else mentions them first. The next point is the confusion about the boys. Where were they that day? Hunter says he was told that the boys went to work with Dawn. Candus said that the boys were at home. Is it possible that Dawn was not at work the entire time he said he was? Would that explain the differences in stories about where the boys were? Something that added to this theory is that Dawn mentioned to Chris that he remembers coming home at about 5:30 that day. Keep in mind, it is only an hour later that Summer was reported missing. Was there a possible change in plan that day, because Hunter decided to go with them? Let me tell you why I think that is. Something interesting caught my attention during the interview with Hunter. He said that Candus brought other clothes for Summer to change into because they had plans to go to a water park in Jonesboro. Is it just a coincidence that Dawn was working in Jonesboro too that specific day? Did plans change because Hunter decided to go with and they didn't want him to know something? Could that explain the call from Dawn as well as all the confusion with where the boys were at? Something else that is very interesting, Dawn mentioned to Chris that the clothes Summer wore that day was the same clothes she was supposed to wear on her first day of school. Summer wore a swimsuit that day. Hunter says Candus put it on at his house. Candus says she put it on at their house before they left. Now, Candus made it clear they had no plans of going swimming or fishing that day. Would it make sense to leave the house in a swimsuit? Did she change the story because she cannot account for the clothes that Summer changed out of?